Thank you so very much for joining me on this um, topic that I want to cover today. It is about the Ukraine and Moscow issue, but more importantly, now that we have so much coverage on the war itself, there's another war that's going on, and the main media is not talking about it, but the social medias are, and it is about the black people. And I don't think there's any Americans over there, but there are Caribbean and Nigerian and Ghanan and other parts of Africa that are over there to be nurses, doctors, engineers, all that other lovely stuff. Um, as this war is going on, these people are packing these trains, but they're telling us that they want women and children first. The men between 18 and 60 have to stay to fight, and then everyone else. Then the foreign people. But aren't there women and children that are black in that area that should have at least gone second? And you would think that that would be the mental thought of that, but unfortunately, they refuse these people to get on to any kind of a train for a couple of days. So that left them being outside in the cold, in very cold temperatures, left them to be outside. But at the same time, these people want us all to believe that everybody's so nice and civilized and, they'll do anything to help their fellow man. But unfortunately, that's not what we're seeing right now. Yes, they're being helped now, but why did it take so long for them to get help? Now, part of this problem I blame on the African countries that delay the help or don't help at all and just hand out lip service. They were aware of this issue and they should have been working with all their people that is not in their country and over there to help them get back over here before this stuff started. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But at the same time, this opens up a lot of myths that have been told because most of these people, and especially our African brothers and sisters, believe that if you do the work, if you work hard enough, if you're smart enough, if you're the best of the best, you can make it on this planet anywhere at any time. You can get a job anywhere. You can do anything you want to. These people don't hate you because you're black. They hate you because you're dumb or you're not making enough money or you're not a doctor, you're not studying to become a doctor or you don't have any fancy degrees or anything to contribute uh, to the European nations. And once you do get um, those certifications and your diplomas, and you do start making enough money, you leave your African nation and you go straight to the Europeans and contribute to their area because you want to belong so bad and you think that you got to be the best of black people for these white people to like you and accept you. Unfortunately, this is a wake up call to those people, especially the students that are over there right now. It does not matter who you are. If your skin is brown, they do not get down. And I think that our more of our foreign brothers and sisters need to understand this too. They're only looking out for their own good and what they need to get accomplished and done. Unfortunately, you are not on their priority list. You can be the richest of the rich, the smartest of the smart, the most athletic in everything, the most beautiful black woman in the world. They will still treat you like crap. These people were able to get out of the way, but they couldn't lend a hand to the very people that's contributing to their system. They can't help you. Us American black people are not astonished by that behavior because we've seen it when we have towns of our own and these people get jealous. They come burn stuff down. When they need alligator bait, they had no problem with kicking down doors and kidnapping babies, let alone tying them up and throwing them into the river so they can get the alligator. These people have recipe books on how to cook and eat us. And you think that just because uh, you're so-called smart or you're so-called the best contributor to whatever society, they will treat you like they do each other. And that answer is a big fat no. No, they will not. And you must wake up to that. This is something that us American blacks have already known, but y'all never want to talk to us. You never want to sit down and really figure out what's going on. Well, why haven't you done this? How haven't you done that? And to be quite honest, we actually just catching up to the game as well. There's some of us that don't know anything about what America has done to the black community before slavery, during slavery, and after slavery. These people do not care about us brown people, and you got to understand that. Yes, they will smile in your face, especially when you handed them money. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They will do that and won't feel any kind of remorse on it. The media coverage is very telling as well on how white people feel about black people. And I'm not just talking about us as black people, I'm talking about Arabic people, um, and darker Asians. Like they feel this way about all of you, about all of us. We got to stop being so nice to these people and giving them such little pats on the back as if they're little puppy dogs. You can't do that because these people are coming with venom. They're coming with hate. They're coming with all of the things that they ask you not to be. Now, isn't that something? They ask you not to be violent, even though they want to sit here and tell the whole world that all of us are violent, all of us are dumb, and this and that. That could be the furthest from the truth. And all those reporters talking about, oh, these are civilized countries. These are blonde haired, blue eyed people that's getting murdered. Okay, what's new? Oh, it's because the people that are getting murdered aren't brown. That's what that is. You don't want to see your people get murdered. And y'all will gladly throw our dark melanated behinds into the middle of your war. And Russia shows that they can put their children on the front lines to get murdered and massacred. They will sit there and lie to their people, lie to these children's parents about sending them into a war that they don't even want to be a part of. They don't know left from right what's going on. And that shows worse abilities than anything. And to be quite honest, I'm kind of thinking about whether this is really what they say it is. Because why would you send children out first? Why would you do that? One of the reasons I could think about is if these Ukrainians were reckless and just started shooting at anything that moved and looked Russian, so these parents can get upset. Oh, they killed my baby. Oh, they killed my baby. So it can bring on extra leverage for you to go out and do what you want to do. I want to see how these white people are going to act with this war because now the so called enemy is indescribable. Like, you can't tell a real difference of who is who. Really? Because there's no actual identifying marks. And I want to see how this pulls out. And I really do hope that every dark person that's involved in this war makes it out. Because this had nothing, literally nothing to do with you. It's about a whole bunch of rich people that are never going to be able to strap on a gun or put on soldier boots and go through basic training or do none of that. But they want to operate and make money off the war. But they're not involved in it. They're not sending their children over there. And if they are, it's for a photo op. We got to understand the ruse and understand that they're using us as pawns in a bullshit game. And all of this mess is about money or territory or stuff that really seriously don't even belong to you anyway. And now they want black people to boot up and lace up their boots to go shoot at other people. I say you take care of that mess on your own. Nobody wants a part of that war. We too busy trying to struggle, trying to get out of, survival mode. We can't do that because you always got something coming up. Like we didn't just like we aren't still dealing with COVID. And y'all decide the time right now to do this mess. It seems shady, it seems shifty to me. I'm not trusting it. To the people that's to the people of color that's thinking about going over there to fight, like if you haven't already enlisted or put yourself in a situation, if you haven't yet, if you already done signed up for the Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever. That's on you, baby. Good luck to you. I want you to make it back here safe and sound, mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. But to the people that have not listed, as sad as this may sound, as bold as this may sound, unfortunately, this is not your fight. Just like the other wars we were dragged into, that was not our fight. Before they were rude, before the war they were rude, during the war they were rude, and after the war they were rude. We had to get through so many obstacles through these past wars. It wasn't like before a war started, they were treating you with respect, made you proud to be an American or wherever you came from. None of that was happening before. But then the starting of a war comes up and you think that, hey, these people are always down on us and telling us that we're this and we're that and we ain't shit. I want to prove them wrong. I want to join. I want to join our military. I want to make uh, this world a better place, or whatever ideology you had for even signing up for that. You get in there, they're segregating you. They're not treating you the same as the other soldiers. They want you in the kitchen or cleaning up a bathroom or um, doing something like ammunition, like stocking or some shit. They don't want you on the battleground. They don't want you in the airplanes. They don't want you driving. They don't want you doing nothing. Y'all had to sit here and go fight tooth and nail to even hold guns. You had your generals and your sergeants and all this against you, telling you that you can't do this because black people are whatever scientific bullshit they gave you to say, okay, well maybe that's true. Those Tuskegee Airmen, they were already queued up to not make it because of what these white people already have inherently known or been told about us. And they get proven wrong over and over and over again. And we still don't get enough credit for it. But we fight anyway because we're looking for a better life once we get home out of that hell. We're looking for education. We're looking for better housing to where the wife or the husband that's at home can stay at home because I've served my country. But as we have seen, after that hurdle is coming home. You in your suit, you're proud because you made it out. Thankfully, no uh, physical injuries. Ain't no telling about the emotional because ain't nobody checking for that. Not like they should. Even though they have all this information out here on PTSD and everything else, nothing still gets done. So you get off the bus or the plane to go home to your family and you still get disrespected. Whether it's by the citizens here that think you're faking, or there's some affirmative action program going on in the military, or police officers that do not respect your badge, even though they want you to kneel down and kiss their badges. You got all this stuff against you because you're trying to make a dream. You're trying to make something happen. You're trying to be comfortable. And you can't do that no step of the way. Everything is a damn struggle because other people got stuff to prove. You had men come home from World War II getting off buses just to be lynched in their uniform. Like I said, no matter how much you do, no matter how much you break your neck, no matter how funny you are, no matter how much of a good entertainer you are, no matter how good you are playing sports or anything else that makes these people happy, will be good enough for you to be considered a human being in their eyes. Ain't that a bitch? Nothing, nothing that you can do. I need for our foreign brothers and sisters to understand that there's nothing that you can do that will make these people comfortable enough to invite you to their table unless you got some money to spend. Let these folks fight this mess out on their own because the world just seems so sharp that there's actual a possible war on in a white country. Oh my goodness. They so used to having it happen in Afghanistan and any other brown country because they're so used to being comfortable. They're so used to being babied and not having conflict on their land. But lose a sporting event, lose that. They'll ride on that. They'll ride on that real quick. Lose a game. Hell, win a game. Same thing. Cars get turned over. Shit sets on fire, gets set on fire. But we the violent ones. This is doing nothing but peeling back the cover of white supremacy and white people and the white people that gave up their ethnic ethnicity to be white. This is what happens. There's no more comfort for you. Thank you so very much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe.